Well, when it comes to retirement, there are some updates and nuances that you really should be aware of. And here to fill us in all about these updates from Zarka Financial is Senior Financial Planner Alex Zarka. Alex, Money Talk. And we're talking today about something that happened in legislation.
Correct.
Behind the scenes, so to speak, but in front of us all.
Yeah, not a lot of people know about it.
Right. We're talking about the Secure 2.0 Act.
Right. So because 42% of Americans are not saving for retirement, Congress passed the setting.
It's an acronym, right?
It's an acronym.
Yes.
Congress loves their acronyms.
Right.
So it's the Secure Act. And basically what it does, the main purpose of it is to help and encourage Americans to save for retirement. Okay. So they passed the first one in 2019, the end of 2019, and then they update it with a 2.0 version in 2022.
So this is an act, something to help us all, but those that have no financial planning for retirement kind of kickstart something for them?
Well, what it does is legislation is encouraging the citizens to start saving more for retirement, and there's a lot of changes in there that will encourage, employers, for example. So the first change on it, for example, it forces employers to actually automatically enroll employees in employer-sponsored plans, like a 401k, for example.
I see, automatically.
Automatically. So right now you have to sign up, or before you have to sign up for it. Right. Now it's just automatic, and it's a minimum 3% contribution to it, which you can opt out of, but it's one way Congress is kind of forcing people to start saving for retirement.
Right, which is actually a good thing.
Yeah, I would say so, because not enough people are ready for retirement.
Right, and that's the problem. Even though they think that, well, I've been taking money out of my check, or my employer has been taking money out of my check, you get sticker shock if you think that's going to be enough for retirement, and it certainly is not.
Right. And another way that they're forcing people, well, I shouldn't say forcing, but they're allowing people to save more is for what they call catch-up contributions for 401ks, 403b. So what I mean by that is if you're under the age of 50, you can put $25,000 away in your 401k or 403b. If you're over the age of 50, you can do an additional $7,500. Starting in 2025 next year, they're actually upping that amount and increasing it to $10,000. So what it's doing is basically for people who are not ready for retirement, they're allowing to put a little bit more away. So people that are closer to their end of the career, they're allowing to save more for retirement.
Now, I will say this. Anyone watching right now, they're like, there's so many things going back and forth. It's very difficult. It's okay that we're confused about this or we don't know about this because, frankly, that's why we have someone like you and Zarka Financial to watch the little nuances that happen and the changes.
We follow all the legislation pretty closely because there's a lot of these changes. Each year they change this, frankly.
Right.
So you have to keep up, with all the legislation and all the changes on it.
Right.
The really nice one that people are excited about right now is pertaining to college savings accounts. So we get this question all the time. What if my kid doesn't go to college? What if they get a full ride scholarship? What do I do with all this unused money in this account? Well, with the Secure 2.0, the changes on that, what it allows them to do is you can take that money and roll it over into a Roth IRA for your child, tax-free, penalty-free. Wow. So what it does is basically it helps you set up your child early on for retirement as well, using that unused money.
And speaking of that, Alex, an age like requirement when we should really start, obviously not requirement, but what do you suggest that when we start looking into retirement? I mean, I've got kids now that are in their early 30s.
Start as early as possible.
Yeah.
Anytime I talk to our clients' children, for example, I always tell them start as early as possible because I wouldn't count on Social Security. You're fine.
Right.
My parents are fine.
Yep.
My kids most likely will not even get it.
Yeah.
So I say start as early as possible.
And that's not a scare tactic. That's reality.
It's reality. Right. And that's what it's important to know these laws that come out because it allows you to put more away and prepare more for retirement.
And that's why it's important that we have Money Talks because we can have these conversations here and no stress, no pressure, but at the same time, knowledge and education is key. If you want to reach out to Zarka Financial, simply call 440-779-1430, zarkafinancial.com, and you can follow them on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn.
Everything.
You're everywhere.
Everywhere.
Alex, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Take a quick break. We'll be back with more of Good Company. We still have lots more to talk about. We're going to the kitchen soon. Stay with us. Yeah.
This segment of Good Company was sponsored by Zarka Financial.